Boats have started to descend, so I'm pulling the boat forward to keep up with the others. Well, the rain that was promised has come. It's just started while I'm pulling the boat along. There's one boat in the top lock, one boat ahead of me, and then it's my turn. So not long to go now.
Using my Nicholson's Waterways Guide number 3, I'm going to explain the extent of today's journey. You will recall in the last episode I had arrived at the top of Foxton Locks. In today's episode I pass down through the locks and continue my way on the Leicester line. I come up here, I pass Debdale Wharf Marina, I carry on and I moor up just beyond Bridge 68.
I'm just moving up to the lock, Foxton top lock, which is numbered 8. I'm on my own, yeah. Okay, that's great. Thanks very much. I've got some biscuits for you. Do you want them? No? You sure? Okay. At Watford, they always say have some hot dogs or digestives.
I've got to think of my diet.
The gates are just opening at the front. And I'll be off in a moment. It's a strange sensation because you feel as though you're coming to the end of the world. Because in a minute all I'll see is sky and nothing else. It's a bit weird. I think the boat ahead of me must still be in the lock because they haven't opened the paddles yet. Going down again. I always give it a little bit of reverse thrust so that I'm not banging up against the doors. Exiting this lock now. certainly see a long way in the distance. It's actually quite difficult to talk in the locks because it's very noisy, so I'm not sure you're picking up on things that I'm saying. Just leaving the fifth lock of the first downward flight and going across the pound and then into the next lock. There's a boat moored up on my left which is waiting to go up. It's the 9th boat going up previously. They stopped it halfway. Hello. Boat are at the front helping me now, which is very good. All helps speed the process up. It's strange, it looks as though I'm heading for the bridge. Thank you. on now.
Right down.
Sorry?
You've been recording this as well.
I have, yeah. I've got a YouTube channel. It'll all be good. I don't know if you know, I volunteer at Watford.
All right.
Well, this is the last lock now, the 10th lock. It's 3:10, and I noted I entered at 25 past, so that is 45 minutes. And this is what we've always reckoned, that it takes 45 minutes to go through Foxton locks, and likewise it takes 45 minutes to go through Watford locks. So that's spot on, pleased about that. Open already. So I'm now going to make my way out. Thank you both very much. Thank you. Thank you. Cheers. All the best. Is it worse for coming up normally in the morning or going down?
It really depends on who's turned up.
Yeah, we always seem to have more at the top in the morning. Okay, all the best, thank you. Well, I'm out. Carrying on my journey. I have been through here before, so this is not new cut to me. But I've only been as far as Debdale Wharf, which is just over a mile, I think, up the road as it were. So very shortly I will be going on to new cut that I've not been on before. Just about to go under the turnover bridge, which is actually bridge number 62, and it's called Rainbow Bridge. Hello everyone. It's never easy to moor along here on your return journey because there are moorings either side at the back there. There's one or two on the right side and there's one, possibly two on the left side. Most people moor along this part here. There's quite a line of boats here, all facing in the up direction, funny enough. So when I come back, I'll probably moor at the end of this line up here and then go and see what the situation is. Hello.
I'm moving if you want more here.
No, I'm carrying on now, thanks. Are we expecting some more rain, do you think? I haven't looked.
They ain't been as bad as we thought it would have been.
No, that's right. Just discussing the weather. It looks a bit dark back there, but ahead we've got blue skies. This is the last of the moored boats. I see there are mooring rings along here. But the towpath is quite high relative to the water line. Well, I'm off. And I can see bridge 63 ahead of me, which is a footbridge. But it's not so bright as it was. I don't really want to go too far today. I think I'll see if I can find an open piece of countryside and moor up. I'll just go past Debdale Wharf first, then I'll be on some new cut where I've never been before. So that will be quite an achievement for me. Some more rain is expected about 5 o'clock. It's 3:20 now, and yeah, I think I'd be pleased to stop now, just find a nice spot, and that would be it for today's cruising. Looking ahead, there are mainly clouds, but with blue sky interspersed. I can actually feel rain spots now, so it is going to rain. The clouds look a bit menacing up there. It's just difficult to know, isn't it? There are light skies, or lighter skies, up ahead. It's looking very overgrown through here. It's encroaching on both sides. Well, the rain didn't amount to much, and now the sun is coming out again. Still some very dark clouds around, but it is an improvement. Seems a lot brighter than it did a few minutes ago. Now have bridge number 65 in sight, which is called Debdale Wharf Bridge. It is a road bridge, and just the other side is Debdale Wharf. I came up here to have my blacking done 3 years ago. As many of you will know, this year I decided to do it myself on the hard stand at Yelvertoft Marina, and that worked out very well. Actually enjoyed it. But yeah, I was pleased about that. I see on my right here the canal widens out. There's a couple of mooring spots. Quite interesting. Just coming up to bridge 65. It's quite an attractive bridge, made with what seemed to me to be engineering bricks, and it actually has its name on it, Debdale Wharf Bridge, and the year on it is 1922. It's just in this dock on the left here where I had the boat lifted out of the water to have the blacking done. I was very pleased with the job they did, very pleased. So this is the entrance here that we're just passing now. So now I'm going on to New Cut. I've not been along here before, so this is the exciting bit for me. Yay! Who knows what lies ahead? Because I certainly don't. So far, the mooring spaces that I've seen have been a single ton, a couple of double tons, but I haven't seen any long stretches like we get on the Leicester summit. I'm just watching an ant crawling across the lens. Well, he's not quite made the lens yet. See if I can flick him off. Didn't want him crawling all over the place. It doesn't look to me as though it's going to be easy to find. There's a narrow bit here. I think there must have been a bridge here. I was just saying, it doesn't look to me as though it's going to be easy to find a mooring spot. The sides of the towpath are so overgrown. That boat is very close behind me now. I've just been through a patch where there was lots of vegetation in the water, and I think I might have something caught around my prop. There's a boat right behind me. I did slow down to ask if he wanted to pass, and that was when the problem happened. It could be okay. I'm just going to go through the bridge and I'll let the boat behind me pass. The canal seems to widen out beyond the bridge. Yeah, I was saying I've never been along here before.
You've never?
No, it's all new to me.
You lift in the bottom as you go as well, aren't you? That you're close to the bottom, you're losing the mud trail behind you.
I wondered that, yeah. Is there anywhere to moor up shortly? Yeah. All the best. Told me I was throwing up mud, which rather suggests the canal is very shallow, but I only have a draft of 1'7", which is not a big draft. Older boats could be 3 feet, so strange. I think everything's okay. If the canal is shallow, that does affect propulsion. If there's not so much water beneath the prop and you don't move forward in quite the way you should. Difficult to gauge the water level. Normally where there's Armco, you can see a sort of tide mark, and if the water's below that, you know the level is down. But with all these reeds along here, there's nothing like that to go by. I had expected I would have found somewhere to moor by now. It's just like wild countryside at the moment. This is very tight through here. Very tight indeed. I can't believe how narrow this length of canal seems. I can still see the boat that passed me ahead, but it's just gone out of view now. It's quite incredible. The encroachment on both sides is really noticeable, and for long lengths as well. The boat behind me is moored against a short length of Armco, long enough just for one boat to moor. Perhaps I'll find something similar a little bit further up. That would be good if I could back into there. That would be delightful. See if I can get in. I'll catch up with you in a moment. It's working. I'm still mooring up. I'll sort that out and then I'll have a quick word with you. Well, how lucky was that? I surprised myself there because I sort of reversed the boat in. And the moment of panic was because I'd left it in reverse whilst I was on the towpath. That's why I dashed back onto the boat to stop that from happening. But it's a good spot. There's one mooring ring along here and I've used that on my centre line. So I've got more space in front of the boat than at the back of the boat. I don't know if you can pick up on it, but there's a lot of barking in the distance behind me. That rather makes me think there might be a kennels there. But be that as it may, the sun is out. I can't believe it, how it's changed again, the weather. It looks as though it's going to be a very, very nice evening. So I'm pleased to have moored up. The time now is about 4:30. I never thought I'd find a spot like this. I don't normally have that sort of luck. I just carry on until I find something which is easy to get into and so forth. But there's a boat behind me, beyond me, as you saw, as I was talking about it when I came past and spotted this one. But no, this will suit me perfectly. I'm pleased with this spot. And I am familiar with the boat behind. I've passed it many times. This is my first cup of tea of the day in the Forgo narrowboating mug. Which are available on the Spring website. This is a tea with a difference. I've only just discovered this tea. I think many of you know that I drink Yorkshire tea, and I think they might call it sort of Yorkshire Red. There is a Yorkshire Gold as well. But the other day I discovered this. Biscuit tea. Malty biscuit brew, tastes like tea and biscuits, and it's very nice. Bit of an acquired taste, I would say, but I'm enjoying it. And I thought, yeah, why not? I did look up on their website to see if this was a new tea. And on their website they've got all sorts of speciality teas, flavour teas, everything you can imagine. There's dozens and dozens and dozens of varieties of teas, but I couldn't actually find this one. So I'm assuming it is new. I've certainly never seen it before. I just thought I'd bring it to your attention in case anyone is interested. Anyway, I'm very pleased about how the day has gone. What I decided to do yesterday was not to arrive at Foxton Locks early and aim to get there for midday. which is exactly what I did. Did have a bit of a wait, but you have to expect that. There were boats coming up, and the plan worked very well, which was very pleasing, of course. Where things went slightly awry, I suppose, was that having left the locks and headed northwards along the Leicester line past Debdale Wharf, I was looking out for somewhere to moor, and it all seemed pretty hopeless, I have to say. I only saw odd spots, a boat here, a couple of boats there, and then I had the problem where I thought I might have got something wrapped around my propeller, because I was towing along some weed for a while. I did a reverse thrust, and I think it cleared itself. I'm not sure whether to check or not. I'm fairly happy, so I probably won't check. But I think the water depth was shallow. I think it must have been from the remark the boater behind me said, because he said I was throwing up mud. I mean, I wasn't aware, I wasn't scraping along the bottom or anything like that, but the water was very dirty, full of a lot of vegetation, so you do have to be very careful. And I cruised for some while, and the sides of the canals were just not moorable. I think even if you had mooring pins and wanted to use mooring pins, you would have found it difficult, I think. And then suddenly I found the boat behind me. It was sort of tucked away, and as I came on, I was talking to you, I found this spot that I've moored in, and it's worked out very well, so I'm pleased to be here. That's it for now. I'll say bye until we meet again, and I'm not quite sure when that will be. Many thanks for watching. If you've not yet done so, please do think about subscribing and click the little bell to receive notifications of future videos as and when they are published. Meanwhile, I hope you're all keeping safe and well, looking after yourselves, your friends and families. Until next time, take the utmost care. Bye for now.